We're on Shepherd Avenue West near Weston Road tonight. You can see these floors, they're hurting just a little bit. There was a large flood here in this master bedroom, and tonight we're speaking with a new homeowner who believes he's been left out to dry by a system which isn't meant to protect consumers.
I mean, it's like putting food in a Ziploc bag and then making a hole in the bottom of it, basically. There's no seal. So the water's coming in from under the foundation. My filter is in here. Can't change that. This is a month old. I wake up stuffy every morning. I can't get the right filter in here. I've got kids in here waking up with bloody noses.
Daniel Rodriguez and his partner put money down for this stacked townhouse while it was under construction in March of 2016. He says his move-in date was pushed back 3 times before he says he was forced into occupancy on February 8th after a city building inspector rubber-stamped the property.
There's 111 deficiencies.
Rodriguez has tape marking dozens of problematic spots throughout his home. Even though his ductwork still isn't sealed, one real estate lawyer says issues like these wouldn't stop a city inspector from green-lighting a move-in to the townhouse.
The rules are that as long as there's one hot and cold water running in one sink and then there's a toilet, the city can issue an occupancy permit. It's a huge hole, but that's the system.
The city's conditions for residential occupancy include that water, sewage, lighting, heating, handrails, and fire alarms be in place before someone can move in. Even though a glass pane is missing from a neighboring balcony, it appears to have been cleared by city inspectors. And that's not Rodriguez's only concern. He says he's worried about appropriate fire exits.
I have a window that I believe that I'm supposed to be able to evacuate in the event of an emergency or a fire. And right now, nobody's fitting through that window.
The father of 2 has filed a 30-day form which lists items that need to be addressed in the unit with the home warranty regulator, Terrion. So have others who purchased a townhouse at this development. Terrion tells CityNews they're now investigating the issues.
I'll be honest, I just started 3 weeks ago here, so I kind of took over from another supervisor.
We spoke off camera with a site supervisor at the build who says he's going to look into the problem at hand, but first they need to finish building the other units. But for Daniel Rodriguez, he says he's stunned it's even legal to move into conditions like this, and his experience should serve as a reminder to prospective buyers.
You got to be thick-skinned. You got to find so much patience, and you have to be knowledgeable.
Earlier on City News, we told you how Toronto homeowners can be forced to move into their units by city inspectors before builders complete the job. Many complaints end up at Terrion, Ontario's home warranty regulator. Today we sat down with a former Associate Chief Justice who recently completed a report calling for sweeping changes.
The purchase of a home, particularly in Toronto today, is probably the most significant investment anyone will make in their lives. And it's important that that investment be properly built.
Douglas Cunningham spent a year sitting down with homeowners and members of the Ontario Home Builders Association during his wide-ranging review of Terrion. He made 37 recommendations and says he found perceived conflicts of interest. He's calling for Terrion to be removed from regulating home builders, plus creating warranty terms on new builds will now be part of a new regulator's responsibilities.
I saw Terrion wearing what I consider to be too many hats. They were the maker of the rules, they were the adjudicator of the problems of homeowners coming before Terrion, they were the regulator of the building industry, and they were the warranty provider. So they were wearing a lot of hats, they had a lot of responsibility. I think that when you consider that this is consumer protection legislation, that this will be a much better vehicle for consumers.
Cunningham says he expects the government to move on at least some of his recommendations this fall.